Lizzo thing has me thinking, like, because we know what Doja Cat is going through. She's pretty much saying F all her fans. She doesn't give a F. Keep out of her personal life. She doesn't care what you think. All her little fans are upset and stuff. But she's being real her, I guess. And then now we have this coming out that I think it was somebody who worked with Lizzo. She's coming out today saying that, Lizzo is this created facade. It's not, who she really is. So my question is, like, what would you rather? Would you rather have a Doja Cat who is just like in your face, like, look, I don't give a F about you, like, I don't care, I don't da 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 da, I'm gonna do my own thing, I'm gonna live my life, you live yours, you're over there, I'm over here, F you, and they're just doing them and being real and honest? Or would you rather a produced star, musician, entertainer who is a facade that is just made up, that the industry or whatever the label has decided, okay, this is what you're going to be, this is what you're going to act, this is going to be your narrative, this is going to be your message? Would we rather a facade, or would we rather a Doja Cat? I don't know, but there needs to be an in between. I just think this whole situation with Lizzo is just like so wild, the more stuff that comes out. But I will say we got to see our favorite middle-aged couple. They released a little video talking to the youth. And I saw that my timeline was a frenzy with that, because anytime they're seen, my goodness, the internet loves them. People love watching them. They love hate watching them. They just love talking about them, picking them apart, zooming in and screenshotting and picking out this hair is out of place. And it is the strangest thing. And they need to figure out how to monetize and use this, whatever it is, obsession that people have about them, and make a mother effing bag. Like, I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it. I wish I could, maybe I don't wish I could be somebody like that. No, I'm not going to say that. I wish that I could, like, guide them in the way that I think that they should be guided. It just doesn't make sense that they have all this attention, all these people looking at them, all this, and it's negative. There has to be a way to turn it to a positive type of situation where they can monetize it, live their lives off their own, not go back to the UK because they do not want them. There has to be a way. There truly has to be a way, because, and I'm so sorry if you hear that lawnmower. I don't know who is mowing the lawn at, in the evening. Like, we don't even have a lawn. So, like, what do you... Anyway. It's just sad. It's sad that, even with the kids were out at, 4th of July parade. They were there. Little Archie was standing over there by Megan, and Harry had a little girl. Still wasn't enough. People still don't think that's their children. Still. I keep seeing the pictures of her baby bumps. They still, to this day, do not think Meghan Markle had, I don't think, either of her children. They don't think it's... And they, it's so interesting. So I'm wondering if you guys have also been seeing, all these Harry and Meghan articles coming out, particularly today. I've been seeing a lot. Entertainment Tonight, Page Six, a lot of people articles. I even saw British Vogue. A lot with them today. And maybe WME has finally pushed the button to activate whatever. And they're starting out with this massive, press media coverage stories. And it's interesting because yesterday I was talking about the whole, they're going to rent an apartment out in Kensington Palace. They're still on the list in Balmoral. And then there's an article that came out today about how Meghan's taking a softer approach to the royal family and everything like that. She's just focused on the kids. So like it seems like now they're trying to put a narrative of smoothing things over because they've realized maybe, or WME has talked to them like, we've tried this route of being so hard on them. You've gotten all this backlash. Everything's a fucking mess. Let's tone down on that and like revert and like pivot and focus on this, and we're not going to focus on that anymore, and kind of put that narrative out that she's moving on, we're trying to mend things slowly and things are going to be okay. But it was just very interesting that I've seen all these articles come out today, and I've just kind of been liking them as I've gone through my timeline. But it's just like, okay, what are y'all doing, Harry and Meghan? Let me get to my timeline. Hold on. A headline that I have been seeing a lot today with various media outlets is this: Meghan Markle reportedly upset Kate Middleton got away with mistreatment. She wasn't held accountable. Now, where the F are they getting this from? I'm sure another unnamed source. Meghan Markle is reportedly upset that her sister-in-law, Kate Middleton, still hasn't apologized for the way the Duchess of Sussex was treated when she was a working member of the royal family. So I'm guessing Meghan, they need to have a heart-to-heart. But it has to start with the brothers. The women, that's gonna be hard. That's gonna be hard to get through. There's a lot there, and I just don't see it for them like ever being close, ever being friends. I really just don't see it. The suits alum feels Middleton and her husband, Prince William, have never been held accountable for their actions, a source told Closer magazine, adding that the pair never apologized and have seemingly got away with it. So what is it that they're saying that Kate and William are getting away with? Is it the fact that they've like never outwardly spoken out in support of the couple? Is it because they feel like they have been involved in the whole media shit that was happening when Meghan was still in the firm and the establishment, and they didn't really do anything when the articles were coming out with Kate that were different than were coming out with Meghan? Like, what really did they do? And they're talking like they're speaking to like Middleton feels, or no, Markle feels, like who is telling y'all this? Who? The source, of course. The source added that Markle was convinced. So how does this work? Do they like someone just call them up and like, hey, I've got some tea for you. Like, so this is what's going down. Like, this is how she feels. Da, 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 da. Like, or is this some assistant on their team? And it's like, it's so interesting. And I wish I would have done school for this because I would know how it's done. Like, how do these sources come and talk to these media, outlets and whatnot? And like, do they just have a list, or certain people that they use regularly? But then that's like a mole within Harry and Meghan's camp, wouldn't it be? Or is it someone on Harry and Meghan's team and they're doing this just to have their names out there constantly? It could go either way. So the suit alum feels, okay, they've never been held accountable. The source added that Markle was convinced people would sympathize with her following the release of her and her husband's documentary. That hasn't happened, the source claimed. This isn't how she envisioned things would turn out. I'm sure, because in the beginning they had a good run. Everybody wanted to be their friend. Everybody wanted to see have them at their events, this, that, and the other. And then shit just took a nosedive. And they had South Park ragging on them. Just... it did not go how she envisioned. But Meghan knows the truth and will tell anyone who will listen that Kate had an edge to her. And Kate does look like she has an edge to her because, she has this outward appearance of being sweet and demure and very, polished and put together and would never, step out of line. But there is also, I see a little underlying of strength, and I feel like she could pop off on you real quick. And the fact that they butted heads, like, I know Kate was up in there making little, snide remarks or little, comments and little digs. Like, I'm sure it did get a little catty, and I'm sure she has that side to her, but I'm also sure Meghan has that side to her. I could just see them not. I wonder what their signs are, but I just don't see them ever getting along. I really don't. Like, even looking at this picture of them, Megan's semi smiling at Kate and Kate's smiling back, and both of their faces just look cracked as fuck, fake as hell. Like, and you can see in their minds, they're just like, I hate this fucking bitch. Like, I fucking hate you. I don't know why I have to be standing beside you right now. But the two women have had a frosty relationship over the years. Yeah, they had an explosive argument leading up to Markle and Harry's 2018 wedding over Princess Charlotte's bridesmaid dress. The Duchess of Sussex opened up about the tiff in the couple's bombshell sit-down interview with Oprah, revealing that it was Middleton, 41, who made Markle, also 41, cry and not the other way around. I don't want to be disparaging to anyone, Markle said, because it was a really hard week of the wedding, and she was upset about something, but she owned it and she apologized. She brought me flowers and a note apologizing. Oh my gosh, there's so many things that, like, I just would have done so differently, and they could have done differently, but I just think they were so upset and so many emotions were flowing, and they just wanted to get out, and it was just done very hastily. I don't think they really thought through everything, I don't know, they banked too much on their own star quality and really did dismiss what it would be like having, you know, the royal family behind you. But in the bill, now you're like out in the wild and everybody's trying to attack you. It's sad. What else? So they're just going over their mishaps and everything of what went down. Excuse me. So that was that headline. And there was another one that I saw. They're doing their whole, they announced their youth-led initiative. That was the thing that they did today. And you see Meghan in her camel, which is what people are saying, like, oh, I thought you said that you could, you couldn't really wear color when you were a royal. And like, here she is wearing beige. And the fact that okay, so this happened today too. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and his wife, Sophia Gregory, are separating after 18 years of marriage. What is in the water? What is in the water? What is happening? 18 years. Done. Like, there's definitely something happening. Like, oof. Page 6. Harry and Meghan Markle put on a united front in matching outfits after rumors they're taking time apart. They're really trying to do something. They are. I see it. But I need them to come a little bit harder. Because articles ain't just gonna do it. I have to see. Sorry about that, but another one. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are playful and flirty, says source, not into a big scene. So they're not super PDA, but they're still like playful and flirty. So people is letting us know that there's not trouble in the waters for them, that they're okay. Although there were these rumors out with him here and her there and, all this going on, they're still playful and flirty, okay? But the article that I really wanted to read was the Meghan taking a softer approach. Where was it? British Vogue. Meghan Markle gives the TikTok beauty trend a fashion twist in her latest appearance. But what is the twist? Because she's wearing like a camel color, like cut off sleeve, turtleneck top and like a pencil skirt. This summer, the latte makeup trend has taken TikTok by storm. What is a latte makeup trend? Thanks to beauty creator Rachel Regler, who coined the term. Since then, stars like Hailey Bieber have been seen embracing this chic look, which involves skillfully layering shades of taupe for a sophisticated, tawny look. It would appear that Meghan Markle has also adopted a similar approach, layering these shades, but in the realm of fashion rather than makeup. So because she has been layering all these shades of taupe, she has this sophisticated and tawny look. You know, these writers are very talented, because I don't think tawny. What the hell does tawny mean? Now I gotta look up what tawny means. A tawny look. What is tawny? So tawny is an orange brown or yellowish brown color. For example, pine needles turning from tawny to amber. Okay, I can see that. But like, oh my goodness, so because she was wearing beige, she is having this trend of latte. All right. Let me get to the article. Okay, here it goes. People. Meghan Markle has taken a much softer approach to Prince Harry's family. She wants to focus on their kids. Now, I do think that's important because they do have 2 young kids that are in the mix of all of this, and it's a lot going on, so somebody has to focus on the kids. The Duchess has moved on. So I see what they're doing. And this is needed. Let the public know, okay, we get it. We understand that route didn't work for us. We're going to lay off the royal family shit. We're moving on, okay? But she's staying supportive of her husband's strained relationship with the royal family. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry want to focus on their 2 children, Prince Archie and Princess Elizabeth, in life in California after stepping back as working members of the royal family. Although Meghan's mother, Dorinda Ragland, is a frequent visitor at the couple's Montecito home, Harry's family remains estranged. He is still not on speaking terms with his brother, Prince William, nor did he spend any meaningful time with the Prince of Wales or King Charles at their father's coronation in May. The situation with his father and brother is still very difficult for him, the source says. Meghan is always supportive of it, though. She used to be negative about it. It seems she has kind of moved on now. That's a tidbit. Because it is like when you're in a relationship, it is so hard to put yourself into family shit because they can be talking all types of motherfucking shit about their family, but as soon as you say something, it's a problem. Like, it's touchy. And you can't really involve yourself in it because then they're looking at you crazy. So I think it's smart for her to pull herself out of that relationship, that dynamic, because they really need to sit down and just talk about what's happening with them, because there was already shit going on before she even got in a picture, and I just think it just exasperated it all and it just became too much. Another insider adds they have moved continents. They have set up a new life with their kids. The source says Meghan just wants to focus on her kids and her life in Montecito. The Duke and Duchess are very united when it comes to family values and how to raise their kids. They're both great parents. The source adds their kids are their world. The couple's goal, says the source, is for Prince Archie IV and Princess Lily too to have a normal life as much as possible. The children's upbringing is very play-based, so they're letting people know how the children are, what they're doing, because they always want to know what's going on with the children. Do they get to see the light of day? Are they keeping them trapped up in a room? So they're letting you know it's very play-based. They have several play areas, including climbing gym on their property. They have play dates. They spend time with their parents at the beach. Archie attends school, so there was rumors that, she was having a hard time of getting Archie into school because she didn't want to release the medical records and all this and another, but Archie is in school. And Meghan is just one of the moms at school pickup. She talks to everyone and there's no pretense. And while Harry and Meghan have been spotted both together and individually out at restaurants, on the beach, or at local markets, they mostly keep to themselves. They're not into a big scene. They prefer smaller groups, hang out at home, karaoke, that type of thing, says a friend. Harry's a beer and steak and potatoes type of dude, the friends add. So they're really trying to make them just like salt of the earth, normal, regular people living out in California, going to the market. Like, so this is very much a trying to be like an image changer type of article and piece here. And they really are trying to tell a lot and dispel some of the things that people have been saying about them if you kind of like pick through it. They're playful and flirty when they hang out. They're making a life here, says the Montecito Journal columnist and local resident Richard Minards. It's a good environment to be educated in. So there you have it. Meghan Markle is moving on. She is taking herself out of the family shit while she's still being supportive to her husband. She's just focusing on the kids. The kids are in school. They get to play. They have play dates with other kids. Archie is in school. They're playful. Everything's good with their relationship. They're still super into everybody. Like, they're literally going down. So it's interesting that peeping that, like, it's, so I think we're about to start seeing some things. They have launched their new initiative with the youth, doing something new there. And we'll see what the next steps are. But until then, I will see you guys in another video.